Well, howdy. Nearly Seniors here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, another brand new day wherein I have an extremely, deeper than my normal presentation voice. It has not been a good night. I went to bed around 10 or 10-ish last night. 10 or 10-ish. Around 10:30. Wasn't any later than that. Wasn't any earlier than 10. Wasn't any later than right around 10:30. So I was in bed, not early, but not late, and it was fine. I fell asleep. That was good. 12:30. 2 hours later. I mentioned how 2 days ago I had a lot of mild anxiety because it felt like I could not breathe because I was wheezing so much from, was it the plastic, cannabis smoking, my allergies, was it all three? But I was just having issues. It was horrible. So I had to readjust things and I could sleep. Couldn't last night. Too hot. In that joyous position of, it was just too hot. I was too warm. So I just had a sheet. Underneath the sheet, I was too hot. So I'd put my arm over the sheet, take my arm out and put it over. That was too cold. What do you do? How can there is no midpoint. I mean, you're covered or you're not. Half my arm, not enough. So that was bad. And of course, the wheezing and the anxiety of feeling like I can't breathe because as I'm laying there, I'm wheezing more and more and then having to cough and then wheezing. I got up, did some moving around, adjusted the fan so that they were really blowing upward and up my entire body instead of onto my legs. Tried to sleep. That bloody anxiety, feeling like I could not breathe, which is so frustrating because when I had gone walkies that night, I was clear. It was wonderful. I was breathing great. So the wheeziness was awful. Now I can tell you, as we're coming up, I will explore that wheeziness and not wheeziness while I was walking. Because 1:30, had to get out of bed. I couldn't just lay there. I was miserable. So I got up, got dressed, came in here. Yeah, it was like around 2 o'clock-ish by the time I finally make it in, get dressed and all. And I turn on my computer, I start watching videos, I start doing things to not get fully awake. You know, I'm not supposed to take my ADHD stuff until it's like 5:30, and it's only 2 o'clock. So I'm watching videos and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I need to go walking. Just sitting here isn't going to help me because I sit too much as it is. And in fact, I tried to, some time back, go walkies twice a day. I think when I first started taking the ADHD stuff. And then I didn't. But I really do need to. Especially since going walkies at the end part of the day, I can't do a longer walk. I used to walk to Walmart, 6-mile round trip. When I got back, my nerves were inflamed, mild anxiety, physical, just bad feelings, frequently would have to go to bed soon afterward. Now, I was thinking to myself, you know, the local Safeway is closed, but I don't want to just sit here. Why don't I walk to Walmart? And if they are open, because I wasn't sure if they were open, you know, well with all the pandemic stuff. So I wanted to get out and walk. And if they're open, hey, maybe I can buy some antihistamines because I got nothing here. So I got up and I go walking. Half the way. It's a 6-mile round trip. For half the trip, I did not wear a mask. I have, well, they're not in reach or available here, but I've got largely the cotton or, you know, blended material fabric face masks, reusable. And so I put one of those on just before I got up to the Walmart. If they were open, wanted to have it on. If not, hey, you know, I like wearing the mask anyway when I'm out. By the time I had gotten to Walmart, and it was closed, their hours are 7 in the morning to 11 at night, so now I know. I got off the Walmart parking lot, my lungs were clear again. So the mask blocks the pollen that's making me wheeze. So yeah, last night when I went walkies, yeah, I didn't have too much breathing stuff, because when I get downtown and around people, I usually put on my mask. So there may still be some residual damage from breathing the burning fumes of plastic and carpeting. There may be some issues with all of the cannabis flower that I have been smoking, all of the bud. But when I've got the mask on and I'm not really exerting myself, because on a level surface where I was walking, it was, a level-ish sidewalk, but it wasn't on a hill. I was fine. I was clear. It was good. Cleared up and it was nice. It's only when I had to exert myself going up hills, and I like to go at the same speed up a hill as I do walking on a flat surface. So you got to breathe heavier. I got really wheezy going up hills, and the pollen, not the cotton, was going through the mask, or, and this is the thing, why if you have a mask, a cotton mask fabric, you want to have the kind that's got the thing that'll hold it to block more air around your nose and such. Air, like anything, will follow the path of least resistance. So if you have a mask on that just touches your nose and then comes off to the sides here, those are two nice pathways on each side of your nose where the air is going to ignore your mask and get sucked in through that and then blown out through that. So you need to have that blocked, otherwise it's not going to help. I've got two types of fabric masks. Some of them have that, some of them don't. The one I wore last night does not. When I'm going on a less exertion type thing, it will breathe air through the fabric. When I'm really having to exert myself, it will push through here a lot. So yay. But that's where we are with that. And later on, I'm walking down to the local Safeway. It's like 1.5 miles away. I'm going to grab myself some antihistamines and head on back. I'm going to get the non-drowsy kind because I don't want to fall asleep. But then I might also get some drowsy kind for the occasional bout of insomnia. If I know it's going to be bad, take something like that. And then, of course, right now I'm getting wheezier and wheezier because I have to breathe deeper because I'm talking so much that you can probably hear me getting wheezier as I go. Now my kitty cat wants in. She's been going in and out all morning. Well, since 1:30 in the morning. Now I gotta try and recenter myself. Now, hopefully, Dasharath and DVR3, DVR03, both are still watching. I probably got the name wrong on, is it DVR03, DVR3? Hopefully I'm centered. Hopefully I've gotten your name correct. I am so tired, as stated, been up since 1:30 in the morning after getting maybe an hour and a half of sleep. So I'm really tired, brain not working properly. But on Twitter, we've been DMing and he's been talking with me about, well, they, I don't know, he, she, they, but they have been talking with me about various things and trying to come up with series type stuff and stuff to do. And I've got problems. I stopped watching television back in 1977. I will still periodically watch things in short bursts here and there. When my wife was alive, I would actually watch some Adult Swim at night because my wife had watched TV all day. Past that, I didn't really watch TV. I would watch one movie a year. I don't like watching passively even for movies. So trying to do reactions to things that are like anime and such, where I have to sit down and watch, even things that I enjoy, I find it hard to do. I was watching Train to Busan That is a great flick. I've never watched the whole thing. I got like 30 minutes into it, got antsy because I was just sitting and watching passively, and so stopped watching and began playing a game instead. So just reacting to things like TV stuff is hard, because I don't like to just sit passively and watch things. And one of the things, though, is anime to react to, and apparently that is a good thing to react to. But as well, to fight the copyright stuff is so much work. A lot of these people, to show anything on screen, they have to take the picture that would be the movie or the TV show, break it into like 8 or 9 pieces, like a piece of stained glass on a door, move those pieces out so that there's a great amount of space between them so that the ID checker can't tell that it's a piece of copyrighted material. That's a lot of work with no guarantee it will work. So you have to try and do that and only do short bursts of audio. And even reacting to movies. I watch some people who react to movies, and it's there's just so much you have to do in fights. I don't know. I'm still thinking about stuff, but they are looking at the problem through one set of lenses. I'm looking at the problem through another set of lenses. There's other lenses to look at, but right now, these are the ones we have. One of the other things, now, this is a Dasherah thing. I have talked about how I have difficulties now with the game Terraria. I don't think I'm going to have too big of a problem with it. But it's not a people telling me the information. It's a when I find out about it and how I feel about that. I have the weirdest reactions to things. There's the game Kenshi. Kenshi is a good game. It is a really good game. If you play it, you should enjoy it. If you haven't played it, you should. The thing that ruined the game for me is so stupid too. Because in the game, it is considered you are not special. And you're not. You are not special. Your character can die immediately. Your character can have all their limbs hacked off within the first 30 minutes. And it's just, you are not special. Now, when you go to the options, there is a musical thing where you're supposed to be able to adjust the music. But as it turns out, you can't really adjust the music. And that was made to be a deliberate point, because just like in the game, you are not special. You will take the music the way the music is because you are not special. You don't get options. That right there pissed me off so much, because if you're going to do that, do that. The game allows mods. You're not special. The game should not allow mods. You have video options. You are not special. The game should be locked to one video mode, 640 by 480. And if you have any complaints about that, you are not special. But they don't. You can change all that video stuff. You can add mods so that the game can be just what you want. And the game allows that and plans for it. So how come that doesn't apply to the audio thing? That one decision about music, that you can't adjust it because you're not special, but all the other options you can, that ruined the game for me. I am so pissed off whenever I think about that. I can't play the game. I can't. Because of that one thing. But it's a me thing. Kenshi's a good game. If you enjoy it, please do. If you haven't played it, play it. You might like it. It is a good game. But that one decision. And so that's why it's so hard for me at times. It's like trying to... It's just where I am on the spectrum, and I have to understand that there are certain things that all my life I can look through and point at and go, oh, that explains, just like with ADHD, it's like, this is one of those things. I can never tell how I'm going to react to anything at all. Because it just takes one tiny little thing that might just go wham and knock it all to pieces, and it shouldn't, but it does. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one. I do answer as many as I can, but for right now, just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker, and even though I can't American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand very sloppily right then, with my insomnia and grief and mourning and all these things, I'm sometimes lucky that I do as well as I do, especially with my meds now. I'm getting better all the time, and that is a very good thing. Rob 1983, thumbs up and thank you. Dasharat, greatly appreciated. Sufi Nadim, I sure hope I'm close. Tommy Nelson, greatly appreciated. Nando Rice Cheruti, good to see you. I haven't seen the comments for a while, but it's always good to see you there. Flora Mew, thumbs up, and I hope to answer your questions in time. I hope to. And we have Ichimatsuko, thumbs up and thank you. And yep. And Lana Ferry Lavender, thumbs up and thank you. Jay Nams, greatly appreciated. We have Ricky Bettini. No daily reminder to live each life to its fullest, but hopefully things are going well for you. Jeremy Suap, thumbs up. And then we have Elusives, 2 Z's at the end, who asked, why do I make shapes with my fingers? It's my way of stimming. It's just, I can feel it, and it's a habit that I like it. And where was I? I can't remember. Was it this? So I'd have DVR03, thumbs up and thank you. And Toasties with an X at the end, thumbs up. Rice Stewart, thumbs up. And that's actually it. So hopefully it was like 14. Thumbs up and thank you also very, very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, even if I can't remember what the heck I'm talking about and I get lost all the time. Thumbs up. Thank you also very, very much. Definitely a good thing. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com, and if you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Definitely. It's all of you patrons out there, Patreon.com patrons that keep a roof over my head and keep me fed, and it is a very good thing. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Now, where am I? I forgot. I went and talked, got myself derailed. So if you could check out my various links down below, Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could donate to... If you could toss me a like, I'll go from there since I can't figure out where I am otherwise. That would be very cool. I appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool. Hokey smokes. Having insomnia and getting an hour and a half's worth of sleep, I am amazed my brain is functioning even as well as it is right now. So thank you very, very much. Let's see, where else was I? I don't even know how much I did, so yeah, we'll call it good. Thank you very, very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. Even when I am giddy from insomnia, it is appreciated that I have anybody all out there that comes along with me on this journey of exploration. It is greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up for each and every one of you. Now, of course, depending on where you are in the world, it is either dangerous or not so. Please be safe. Please be cautious. Be as creative as you can be. But until it's all over, maintain your social distancing. Wear a mask. It's actually a good idea. I mean, it's even cut down on my hay fever. So, thumbs up on that. Maintain your social distancing, wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face. It's a good idea, and we'll get through this. We'll get through this. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a definite thumbs up. And after this is all posted, I'm heading down to Safeway and getting myself some antihistamines. This must be mine because it's so far up on the beach. But first we're collecting all sorts of wood, and if I can find bamboo, collect bamboo.